Okay, welcome everyone. Today I am present here with another video of chapter 1 geography of class 10 West Bengal board. Okay, so in the last class I've discussed about the different endogenetic exogenetic process, the erosional landforms. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss about the depositional landform produced by river. See, basically deposition takes place in the lower and middle course of the river. Deposition usually takes place between middle and lower course of the river. All the erosional features we can see in the upper course of the river, but depositional landforms can be seen in the middle and lower course of the river. Okay, so what are the important landforms which is produced by river in the middle and lower stage? See, number one is floodplains. Number two is natural levees, and number three is estuary, and number last one is deltas. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one. Another feature of river or produced by river is floodplain. Okay, so what is floodplain? See, during rainy season, what happens is there river gets flooded. Okay, and all the eroded materials like sand, silts, stones gets deposited in the middle and lower course of the river. So all these sand, silts, and stones, okay, in the lower and middle course of the river produces an extensive plain area, okay, which is termed as floodplains. Say for example, we can see floodplains in the middle course of Ganga river, Wango river in China, and Yangtze river. There are lots of examples. Okay, see, floodplains is very fertile in nature. That's why in the Ganga river basin we can see a large population. Okay, so it's very fertile land, and all kind of agricultural activities can be practiced here. Say for example, cultivation of rice, cultivation of sugar cans, etc. Okay, number two, next depositional feature is natural levees. Okay, so what is natural levee? See, I already told that all kind of depositional landforms we can see in the either in middle course or in the lower course of the river. So say in the same sense, in the lower course of the river, active deposition takes place. Why? Because of flood. Because of flood, active deposition takes place in either banks of the river, either side of the river. Okay, and after a long period of time, such deposition, the river bank raised. After the long period of such depositions, okay, the river bank raised. That means the height of the river bank generally gradually raised into a certain extent. Okay, so it will produce natural levees. We can see different. We can see this kind of features in the lower course of Ganga River, Wango River, and Yangtze River. Okay, is estuary. Okay, see, sometimes rivers don't form delta, okay, and it forms estuary. See, estuary means uh, free connection of river to the open sea. That means it's a very narrow mouth of the river. Okay, when the river generally meets the oceans, okay, it does not form deltas, rather it forms estuary. Okay, it's a funnel like shape. See, estuary can be seen in a river like the west flowing river, like Narmada and Tapti, or say Tapti or Tapi. We can find estuary uh, in these two rivers. Okay, in India, and sometimes what happens due to tidal waves. Okay, some kind of materials are brought from oceans to the land, and some kind of depositional features is formed in the estuary. Okay, the next and the last depositional feature of river is delta. So basically, what are deltas? Okay, deltas are a triangular shaped depositional feature. Triangular shaped depositional feature at the mouth of river. At the mouth of river. Okay, it's a triangular shaped depositional feature at the mouth of the river. You can see a picture over here. Okay, see what happens is that because of floods and all, see river passes through three stages. I already told you, upper course, and it comes to middle course, and it comes to lower course or only stage. So in this lower course, the river usually meets with the sea or ocean. Okay, all the materials, sand, silts, stones, pebbles, gravels, all these materials are brought down from upper course to middle course, and from middle course to lower course, and deposited over here. So this kind of triangular deposition at the lower course of the river is termed as delta. See, one of the best example of delta is the world's largest delta, that is Sundarban Delta. Sundarban Delta, or Sundarban Delta is also termed as Ganga Brahmaputra Delta. Okay, okay. See, there are different types of delta. Okay, one is Arcuate Delta, Birdfoot Delta, and Cosper Delta. Okay, the first two is important. Okay, let's discuss about this. While talking about types of delta, number one is Arcuate Delta. Okay, what is Arcuate Delta? See, it is a depositional feature in the lower course of river. We already know that. So basically, it looks like a Greek letter. That is, it's a triangular shape Greek letter. It's known as delta. Okay, it's of Greek alphabet, from the Greek alphabet. See, if we are asked to give the example of Arcuate Delta, we can give the example of Ganga Brahmaputra Delta. Ganga Brahmaputra Delta and Nile Delta. Next we have Birdfoot Delta. Okay, see, it's nothing but it's a depositional feature in the lower course of the river when river meets oceans. Okay, it generally Birdfoot Delta looks like, we can recognize from the name itself, it looks like bird's foot. Okay, you can see in the picture over there, and this kind of delta can be seen in the Mississippi River system.